5 reasons to use RavenDB as the database of your product. With RavenDB, you simply don't need to worry about creating database schemas. You don't need to worry about updating those schemas, and you don't need to synchronize your code with your database. That's amazing. So your software won't need ORMs, migrations, or long SQL statements. And at the end, you probably will have at least 30% less mass of code in your project. So if you had a smaller project that has less code equals less bugs equals less PR analysis complexity. So what does that mean? That you will have a smooth go live. Let the RavenDB team take care of the database for you, and let your team have time enough to invest in developing your business goals. Fast setup, quick to learn, and easy to access. RavenDB was made to be as simple as possible to do basic things, like setting it up, like connecting to it, and like running everything that you need from your code or from RavenStudio. So you're gonna have a great experience since the setup of your environment in your server and learning how to use it. So after almost nothing to install, your team would be ready to start developing and start coding with RavenDB, what demands almost no code as well to persist data or to load data from the database. That's simply amazing. And I'm sure that it can double your team performance. Access from everywhere. Once RavenStudio is a complete and friendly web user interface, you can, without no installation, manage, access, and retrieve your data as you wish, even from your mobile phone. Easy to scale, from the cloud to a Raspberry Pi Zero. Some problems like overloads or performance issues are just notable when your product scales, and that's maybe too late. And that could be a huge and expensive problem to solve. Creating indexes and remodeling your database on the fly might be a nightmare. RavenDB solves that with auto-index. Since the beginning of your small database to when you need it to scale. So it will adapt automatically to the size of your database and to the type of querying you are doing that will need that indexes. You'll have your effective data when you need it. RavenDB solves that with auto-index since the beginning. So it will adapt and manage himself automatically with your effective data while it grows. So by that, if you can have a very fast database into a Raspberry Pi Zero, imagine what you can do on a cloud server. Multi-model database supports AI dynamic data. Did you ever imagine yourself designing the data model of a structure that might receive an AI processing information? So your AI could generate multiple forms of data that should be stored on the database. You as a developer cannot predict all columns it would have, and your database might be a mess, or you might lose data. I guess you don't want to do that. So, but your problems might be fixed if you're using RavenDB. Get your AI agent output directly and put it inside your database without formatting that. RavenDB will be able to persist this data, read it, query it, and even understand it. So yes, you can semantically search for your data from RavenDB. You can create automated index with embedded text to create vector search. And that's fantastic, because in this point, your database will know what you have in your database and will understand what you need. So you can, the database can find by understanding your needs. A database that knows what you're looking for, understands your data, and delivers to you what you need is priceless. You won't need a DBA. Secured by default with SSL, embedded auto-scale services, native database backup, dynamic UI for replication nodes, and no need for indexing. Why would you spend money with a DBA? Again, let RavenDB do that work for you and deliver it as a feature in the database. So, let your product fly. Go RavenDB.